Angie with another vlog. I actually have some projects to show you this time, but I think I'm going to talk about tea, books, and projects today. So let's start with tea. First off, I wanted to let you know what came in the February Plum Deluxe order. Normally it's a purple bag, but since I ordered some tea in addition to the monthly box, I got it in a box. And I haven't tried the February tea yet because I'm still drinking the stuff that I bought. And so for the tea of the month, February 2016, it's a Cozy Mug Latte. I don't know if you can see the tea there. And it says curl up and keep warm with this colorful, curious, flavorful tea. Great with milk and honey. It's got honeybush tea, rooibos tea, lavender, cardamom, cornflowers, hazelnut, and caramel flavor. No caffeine. Steep 1 teaspoon in boiling water 4 to 5 minutes. And it smells really good. I mean, as soon as I opened the box, I could smell it. And then their sample tea for the month is Oregon breakfast tea, and I haven't tried this one either. It's honeybush tea, orange peels, hazelnut essence, steep 1 teaspoon in boiling water 3 to 5 minutes. It's also no caffeine. So the teas that I bought and that I have been really, really enjoying, this one is, can you see the chunks of coconut in there? This one's called Coconut Macaron Dessert Tea. Indulge in fresh, chic flavor and just relax. This tea is so good. You can smell it, like when you're making it, it's delicious. It's got black tea, and all their tea, by the way, is all organic. Black tea, honeybush tea, rooibos tea, coconut pieces, natural almond essence, has caffeine. Steep 1 teaspoon in boiling water 3 to 5 minutes. This is so friggin' good. And then the other one that I bought is this, also very good, but I haven't drank quite as much as this one yet, is Cream Caramel Dessert Tea. And it looks like that. And it says, indulge in the tea moment. Pairs well with best friends and coziness. Black tea, rooibos tea, orange peel, cinnamon, natural flavor, no caffeine, steep 1 teaspoon in boiling water 3 to 5 minutes. I feel like a broken record. So yeah. And then there's one tea that came in January's that I've only drank a couple. I was trying to get this shut. That's like what I'm drinking right now, and it's glass, and I know that the sunlight and stuff can get through glass, but I drink the tea so fast I'm not worried about the freshness. I've drank quite a bit of this, but there's still quite a bit left. This was from January. It's the Fresh Perspectives green tea, and it's pretty good. I mean, I probably wouldn't buy a green tea because it's not quite as strong as tea that is my favorite, but it's still good, and I'll still drink it all. And then I had gotten these Orange Blossom honey sticks. I've only used 2 of them, but I really like them. And then I don't know if you guys remember, I talked about I had got that tea sugar, and it's like rock cane sugar, so it was really hard, and I would put it in my tea, and I even tried it in coffee, and it just didn't want to melt. It didn't want to dissolve. And one of you, I'm sorry I don't remember who, gave me the idea of grinding it up like in a coffee grinder, so that's what I did, and it made it nice and fine the way I wanted it. I don't know if I can show it to you or not. I don't want to accidentally spill it all over the place, if you can see. But that was such a good idea, and it worked so good. And then I just used like a teaspoon of that, and it's like a natural sugar, and it doesn't change the taste of the tea or anything. That was a really good idea, and it will keep me to where I will buy that again. And it made a lot. This had quite a bit more in it when I first ground it up. And I did all that talk about tea, and this is coffee. So, let's move on. That's All the Tea Talk. And again, that's Plum Deluxe. And they have Andy's the owner of it. And they have a monthly tea club you can join. And I do that, and then you can also just order. You don't have to join the tea club, but I love the tea club because it's kind of fun to get a surprise each month. So, on to books. I wanted to tell you what I'm reading right now. It's on my Kindle. There is a series of books that is the Lizzie Gardner series. I'm trying to find how you get to the cover. Kindle did a update, like a software update, and I'm not quite used to it yet. I'm getting there though. Okay, bear with me please. I said go to. Cover, okay. This is the cover of the first book in the series. And I don't remember if I found out about this because of when you very first log on to Kindle, there'll be an ad if you have the one that comes with ads. And sometimes they advertise books, and I found some good books through that. Or if it was the Kindle Daily Deals, because they send an email every day, and I don't look at the Daily Deals every day, but if this was from that, I looked at it that day. So far, I'm almost completely done with the third book in the series. I think there's 5. These books are so good. If you like mysteries and like crime novels, that kind of thing, I think you would like them. It's really good, but that's the first one. And then the second one is called, and that's my cell phone. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. The second one that I have read is called Dead Weight. And I'm not going to show you all the books, I'm just showing you the ones I read so I can tell you if I liked them or not. The second one was even better than the first one. And again, if you like crime novels, they're like mystery crime, so kind of sick people. Yeah, I'm 98% of the way through this last one. But I'm not going to pull the cover up because I don't want it to go to that page, but it's called A Dark Mind, and it's really good too. It's like I'm right at the very end. At lunch, I walk and I read, and it's like I wanted so bad to just have 10 more minutes because I'm 98% done with that. But I really like those books. And I think I've asked you guys before for your suggestions for book series because I really like the series of books. I like to be able to stay with the characters for a while. And I really like not romance. I did like you, Pam. You did that the other day too. I don't mind romance books, but I like mystery books the best and scary books the best. Those two are my absolute favorite. I'm trying to find a really good ghost story. If anybody, like a haunted house. I've read several, but I've been just going through Amazon yesterday trying to find another one, and I couldn't really find one. So if you have any recommendations, that would be really good. And so the last thing, projects. Here's what I currently have going. I'm still working on that sock. I don't know if I'll ever do it. But I started a hat, and I just have the ribbing done. And that's the yarn. And of course I didn't bring the label. But I don't know if you remember that I almost poked my eye on the top of this thing because it's pretty sharp. Luckily I had my glasses on the day that I got poked, but I put a little pencil topper on it and it's keeping it safe. So that's what's in process. What I've got done and of course I didn't grab the labels, but I'll tell you what kind of yarn it is. This yarn is from Joann's. It's a Joann's exclusive. It's a Bernat yarn. I think it's called Bernat Home. It has 4 different kinds of yarn in it. So it's got that, and then that, and then that, and then that. So it's like a homespun. I don't know what that would be considered. That's like a blanket yarn, and then I forget what that's called. But it's 4 kinds of yarn, all in the same skein of yarn. And it's really cool, and they had it on sale for $6.99 a skein, and it's a really nice big skein. It makes one skein makes a scarf this long. So pretty good. But you can also get a hat and a scarf out of it. It's just not a very long scarf, because I made this hat. It's the same exact kind of yarn, just a different colorway. So I was able to get a hat, and I got a scarf out of it. But it's more kind of, you know, cowl length, because it's like this side's doubled. So, you know, still not like super short, but not super long either. And then I have another skein of this in a different color that I'm working on at work that's more in grays, and then I have 3 more skeins of it. And the loom that I use for scarves is this one here. It's a Nifty Knitter loom, and it has 24 pegs. Well, 26 if you count the ones here, but I don't. I just knit on this 12 and this 12. Had people ask me that before, but that's the loom I use. And then I made one more scarf. And this one I actually have the label for. It's a Charisma yarn, just that Michaels yarn. And this color is called Bright Pop. And it is a bright pop of color. And then the last 2 projects are something I did that was totally different, that I had never done before. The first one is I made a set of, and I'm trying to find the finger hole. I made a set of fingerless gloves or mittens, and I can't, there it is. I couldn't for the life of me find the hole. So, you know, fingerless mitts. And these ones don't have like an actual thumb, they just have a thumb hole. And that's them. The video, I followed a video by Tuteate is the channel's name, and she has all kinds of videos with looming, and so that's the video I followed. But I made a pair of fingerless mitts. They're okay. I mean, I think for my first try, they're pretty good. I think I'm going to try to find a different pattern that actually has a little bit of a thumb, because it's like I sit and look all over trying to find that little hole. And the loom that I used to make these is another Nifty Knitter, and it's this one. It's like just the smaller round loom. And then lastly, I did my very first ruffle scarf, and I used 2 skeins of this Yarn Bee yarn that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And the loom I used is a Cindy Wood loom, and she's got it on her website, and it specifically says it's a ruffle scarf loom because the little ridges are on the inside. Super easy to use, and there's a link to a video on the website also. But that's my very first ruffle scarf. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it turned out pretty good. So yeah, so that's all the projects. So I think that's really all I have to talk about today. Been really busy at work, so just been wanting to come home and chill. So, but yeah, that's it. And if you have any good books to recommend, I would definitely be interested. And that's it. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.